Hello, hello. Let's get going. I need to get a wiggle on. Trouble is, I don't really remember what I was supposed to do. We did pick up a random cat, and that woman wants a gift. We spoke to that one woman. Unintentional E. There we go.
Good evening, Lucy. Do you remember me?
Mr.
Hi,
Holmes.
Lucy.
Come in. You're strangely dressed. What have you come to do in the area?
Thanks, Stream Elements. I'm in live for 5 minutes, but you tried. You tried real hard.
I've come to ask if any of your colleagues, or perhaps even yourself, associate with any of the policemen from the local station.
Certain girls go with police officers, it's true, but Bella would be able to tell you more than me.
Very well. I'll be on my way.
Are we going to have to give that cat to the pet
You
shop?
are a friend of Dr. Watson?
Indeed.
A fine man, your Dr. Watson. He got me out
True.
of the damn business with one of my clients. We gave this boar a lesson to remember, and he's since gone to France, having snagged one of my best girls. But it's a break from all of her chatter. You're looking for information about the police, is that right? I can't help you there. The girls concerned are busy. And anyway, I don't have the time.
What is bothering you so much?
A client left me a case of bottles as payment. It happens all the time. I'm saddled with all this stuff. He told me that these perfumes were the latest thing, straight from Paris. Well, I'd barely smelled the first one when I nearly fainted. There might be some good ones in there, but I'd have to find out if it's really perfume, so that it won't burn the skin off my pretty girls.
Madam, I will undertake to tell you exactly which of these products are perfumes if you agree to entrust them to me for a little while. In exchange, I would like to know more about Squibby.
Yes, I know him. We've struck a deal, Mr. Holmes. I'll give you these bottles.
What am I supposed to do? I don't have them. Oh, I take them.
I will need a book to help me identify Miss Bella's perfume. I believe the bookshop on Glenworth Street, not far from Baker Street, has just reopened. Let's go and take a look. I will need a book to help me identify Miss Bella's perfume.
Yeah, I
believe the
know.
bookshop on
I
Glenworth
wanna
Street,
see-
not far from Baker Street, has just reopened. Let's go and take a look.
Look, some orphans.
Hey, look! It's Mr. Detective. It's...
Shh, I'm undercover on a special
It's the
mission.
worst
Don't
accent in
blow
the
my
game.
cover.
Aye, aye, Captain. We won't let it slip.
Now, what are you doing in this area at such an hour? You're far from home, aren't you?
We've come to give Pounce a hand. About his cat, you know. Downstairs round is a nasty old lady Big Danny lives. She threatens to kill Pounce's cat.
Downstairs round
'cause
is
she's
a nasty
allergic,
old lady,
or
Big
so
Danny
she
lives.
says. And it makes it cough and vomit just by seeing one.
Allergic.
Oh, that's it. She stoned Pounce and his cat yesterday, and the poor thing took off and hasn't been seen
I
again.
can't listen to this. A cat went missing.
Does that cat there belong to Pounce?
Oh.
Bert! That's my Bertie!
Be careful, he is injured. Let's take him to the pet shop. We might be able to take care of him. Let's go to the pet shop, children.
That sounds so creepy.
If
To
you
the
all
pet
go in
shop,
at once,
children.
you'll scare the animals. Pounce, come with me. Everyone else, stay here.
Thank goodness we're only taking Pounce. Shouldn't the boy be called Bertie and the cat be called Pounce?
What can I do for you?
I have come to return your mask.
Ah, thank you. If you need something else...
May I present young Pounce and his cat, Bert? Poor Bert, he's been injured.
It's Big Danny who threw a cobblestone at him.
Big Danny? Danny the Jaw? The terror of the Highlands?
Oi, that's her, mister.
You know this lady?
Lady is not the appropriate word. Fury, more likely. Danny is a night worker.
Okay, it's that woman who wants
Before
to get her
Is there anything you
perfume.
can do for poor Bert?
I don't know. This cat seems to be in a sorry state.
Yes.
I will look for the book on cats. Valerian or Capon's Tale?
Aha! This must be the cat book Abraham needs.
What can I do for you?
Here is the book on cats.
Thank you, my man. I will see what I can do for this cat.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, sir.
Okay, so we're going to the bookshop then now. Map of London. Barnes bookstore. Nice store.
Hello, sir.
Hello. Are you the new bookseller in the neighborhood?
Yes, my name is Barnes. You're one of my first visitors. Welcome.
I'm looking for work that can help me identify perfumes. A book that deals with vegetation and its possible uses in the domain, for example.
I would recommend the Encyclopedia Spartica about vegetation. It consists of a reference on the matter. This book is the most complete that there is.
Fine, I will take it.
But it's just that, I have no idea where it is. Would you believe that my predecessor classified works by their acquisition date? Nowadays, we advocate a thematic classification. However, I am getting down to the task. You aren't looking for anything concerning the history of the scripts. I'm fascinated by the subject, and I already have numerous books on the topic.
It is no doubt very interesting, but I need this book Spartica without further delay.
Fine, fine. I will try to find the acquisition date of this encyclopedia, Mr.
Holmes, Sherlock Holmes.
Ah, fantastic. You are the man for the job. Perhaps you could try to find the missing dates. That will buy you some time.
There are some dates missing?
Yes, I forgot to mention that detail. The dates were written on cardstock attached to the columns, and there was one date per section. As one goes along, you will see there is no specific order, and certain are missing. I remade the labels, but I don't know where to put them. They're there on the counter.
Are there any other details to know?
The proprietor inscribed a date every 2 years since his arrival in 1864, up until now, that is 1888. He left a note regarding his method of shelving, but I didn't understand a word. I do believe, in fact, that he was a bit mad.
Well, I will see.
I'll be the judge. Timeline. Done that. I've done that. All of the numbers placed on the game are different acting numbers. Oh, Christ. I don't have time for this. I don't have time for that.
I must put all of the labels back in their rightful place. There, Mr. Barnes, the labels are in their correct places. That should facilitate your classification. Have you found my book?
Yes, what luck it was to meet you. It was acquired in 1882.
I will look for it. Thank you very much. I would suggest that you organize your books quickly. I am in the habit of visiting my local bookstore at least once a week.
You are right, Mr. Holmes.
I have no reason to go that way.
Why don't we just leave? I guess it's
I
our
have no
lab.
reason to go that way. I have no reason to go that way.
What am I missing then? I feel like
I have
that's
no
what's
reason to
next
go
in the
that way.
guide.
I have no reason. I have no reason to go that way.
Where the heck am I going
I have
then?
no reason to. I have no reason to go.
What am I supposed to do? Oh, I'm looking for the actual book. I could give it to me.
This encyclopedia on plants and spices is just what I need to analyze these so-called perfumes. Let's return to Baker Street. I will need my work table.
Is these the perfumes? Oh yeah.
Let's get to work. I must analyze these perfumes.
What? What the heckins? I can't even. Rose nectar, resin oil, coriander, dog musk. Hi, fart bubbler. What do I do? Take a swab.
These shapes represent the smells at my disposal.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know. I have no idea what's happening.
This shape represents the essence of the perfume, which I must recreate.
Okay. Oh, I guess it's got to be. They both. It's got to be like that then, hasn't it? I mean, it doesn't fit. Oh, maybe.
This perfume is ghastly.
I did it though. Weird Lego Tetris. Okay, let's do the second one. So it's that one maybe? And then they're not very tall, but maybe this one? And this one?
Excellent. Now, on to the next step.
I'm smashing this. I was made for this weird puzzle. The weirder the puzzle, the better.
Elementary. Fine, I have to go to the brothel.
Oh no, I have to go to the brothel, says Sherlock Holmes. It's the pet shop.
Fine, I have to go to the brothel.
Fine. Yeah. Are we dressed up
So,
like
my
a...
dear man,
yeah.
have you reached a verdict?
I have distinguished the good perfumes from the bad, but even the good ones are nothing more than common sense for adolescents.
Who cares? It'll freshen up a few of my girls. Wait, there's a perfume here called Valerian. What is it?
It's not really a perfume, technically speaking, unless you like cats. It's more of a kind of medicine.
It smells strange. I don't really like it. Here, I can give it to you. And I have some information. Squibby is most assuredly locked up at the
We
police
knew that.
station
I don't know why
hereabouts.
we've had to go
It
around
would also
checking
seem that he's
that
the
he
one
was
who doesn't want to come
he was
out.
arrested. We knew.
Do you know someone by the name of Danny?
Danny? Big Danny, Nutcracker? The one who hates cats?
That's the one.
You're interested in that kind of bird? Be like dipping your biscuit in a pig's trough. She's dangerous, a real cyclone. So
Okay.
beware. And her appearance, she claims to adore perfumes. She'd need this whole box to smell sweet.
I doubt it'll take much to make Danny cooperate, perhaps by offering her a little gift.
Yeah, we have
Let's go to
that
the police
stinky
station.
perfume. We have stinky perfume. Oh, we're gonna... There we go. Like that. And then cat... But that's cruel, because we learnt that Valerian makes cats follow you, and she hates cats. She abused that kitten. We're gonna make cats follow her. Which for anyone is a treat. But she doesn't deserve it. And she'll hurt the cats.
You still...
Oh, I need to
I'll be
equip
back.
the perfume.
You do...
Do you remember me? Would you be kind enough to help me by telling me how many policemen are inside in exchange for this bottle of perfume?
There ain't much in the station. It was pretty busy, but now there's only one constable, dearie.
There
That's
we are.
not worth
Now
the
Danny has
information.
been sprayed with valerian, a scent that's irresistible to cats. I must create a diversion in the street to make the policemen come out, but I need some cats. Lots of cats. To the pet shop.
You've lost it,
I must
Holmes.
go to the pet shop.
He's lost the plot that he has. How's this abused cat doing?
What can I do for you?
So, how is Bert doing?
He'll pull through. But he must eat, and I have no food for him here.
This is a
We
pet
will
shop.
need to find him some.
And where can
I'm
we get
snappy
some cat
today.
food?
I'm snappy
We
with
must
this game.
find Hardiman. He sells meat for cats. It's around this time when he passes the end of the road. You might be in luck. You'll hear him from far away. He was always calling beep, beep.
Thank you for everything, Mr. Solomonovich. So, Pounds, shall we look for the cat food seller? Poor Bert has to be fed, and I might have some work for you and your friends.
I'm going to exploit you now, orphan.
Beep beep.
Here he is. Good. I need cat meat.
Beep beep.
Good
Not
evening,
cat
sir.
meat. Meat for cats.
Hello, a little kebab for the cat?
Yes.
These little brats can't possibly all be yours.
Pardon? Oh, no, none of them.
Ah, children, they're our pride and joy. And yet,
Do cats really like kebabs?
they adore them. How many would you like?
I'll take the lot.
I beg your pardon, sir?
How much for the lot?
For £2, they're all yours, my lord.
It's a deal. Listen up, my little soldiers. You need to find all the cats in Whitechapel and lead them towards the police station. You'll be armed with delicious kebabs to entice them. Go, as quick as you can now. If my calculations are correct, the cats will be seduced by Danny's odour and will throw themselves on her. That should cause enough of a commotion to get the policeman to come out onto the street. Come on now, children. Let the cats alone.
I'm speechless.
But what's all this racket? Calm down. Come on, out. And make those cats shut up.
Well now, let's see what I can do about Squibby. This must be the door that leads to the cells.
Oh, Christ. What do I do? I'm lockpicking, am I? What? Why does my mouse keep moving? Look, that's annoying. That's not helpful. That's horrible. I hate that. Don't move my mouse for me. Oh. I'm confused. This is difficult. I don't like this. It's confusing. Or maybe if we restart.
This must be the door that leads...
I don't get it. And I'm using a guide. Okay. It says move it from 11 o'clock to 4 o'clock to 2 o'clock. But I think this person is confused about what a clock looks like, to be honest. There we go. I've done it. Squibby! Squibby! There you are.
And who are you?
I've come to talk to you about Tumblety.
So you're here to kill me, are you?
Absolutely not. I've come on behalf of someone you know who told me you have some explosive news about this American. In exchange, he has settled your bill on the kayaks.
You ain't no street person, you. You're a bobby, trying to wind me up, aren't you?
Not at all. Will you agree to talk?
Not a chance. I'll give nothing away for nothing. I don't have to follow Bluto's orders. I'm in it up to my neck, and the bobbies won't agree to keep me locked up here for the rest of my life.
You mean to say that you are here of your own accord?
Damn right. Only death awaits me out there. I was almost lynched because I was blamed for the murder of those poor girls who were chopped up like animals. The police put me here for my own safety. That's when this journalist showed up.
Is it that drunk guy?
A journalist?
I socked him once for disrespecting me down at the pub. He said I'd pay for it one day, and that day came. He said he was going to squeal to the papers about me. With my description and my tattoos and all, I was arrested at the same time the police said they'd caught the Whitechapel killer. While waiting to write the article, he started the rumour. Now the streets ain't safe for me no more.
I understand. Listen, if I find this journalist and make him promise to not write a word about you, and if I also agree to pay for you to get out of London, will you tell me everything you know about Tumblety?
You sure know how to speak to ruffians, don't you? You got yourself a deal.
What's the name of this journalist?
Bulling. Tom Bulling.
Tom Bulling? That name sounds familiar. That wouldn't be the journalist that Watson met at the Wasp's Nest.
Huh?
Ah, no, nothing. I was just thinking aloud.
Sherlock, I'm on a tight schedule. We have a new game coming out that I've been waiting for 10 years on Thursday.
Well, I'll be going, Squibby.
No talking
You're right.
aloud.
It ain't healthy here.
It is the
I shall
Tom
leave
Bulling.
Pluto's treasure at the station. The police
Hi,
will know what to do
Chimkin.
with it.
Wait, he's the one who was writing articles with his own blood. Dragon Age Veilguard is out Thursday. How do I leave? And I will be streaming it because otherwise you won't ever see me again. You won't see me again. I am streaming. I just walked through the door. Classic.
I shall leave Pluto's treasure at the station. The police will know what to do with it.
What's his? Oh, this.
I shall
Here.
leave Pluto's treasure at the station. The police will know what to do with it.
We just leave Jules.
Hey, but what are you up to here, you? Off with you, and make it quick before I take you in.
Let's go to the Wasp's Nest.
Okay. BRB. I need to go and turn my hot water on. And the light. Because it's dark now. It's dark. This is not my lighting. This is not for me. Not the lighting that makes me look best.
Let's go to the Wasp's Nest. No, if Pluto sees me, it could prove to be quite dangerous. Let's return to Baker Street to change.
We are on a tight schedule.
Good evening. There'll be a nice tip in it for you if you can tell me if you recently saw a journalist here.
How much
sir.
money have we
A damn
spent?
nuisance, that man, and a real cad. He cursed me out something fierce for staying
We've
in a book
bribed
that
so
he
many
put
people.
out,
We
even
spent
though it
£2
was in and shaken
on
so
kebabs
much
for
that he
cats.
soiled it with a whole lot of ale.
2 whole pounds for kebabs for cats. We bribed a couple of people. We bought some books.
He was reading a book?
Not a real book, a halfpenny rag. He put it down on the ground, and I put it in the paper bin for the stove. It should still be there if it weren't already put in the fire.
Goodbye, miss.
At your service, me lord.
I'm excited for Veilguard. It's had mixed reviews, which is my kind of game.
Some paper, ink stains. This must be the table where Bulling writes his copy.
It got 9 from IGN though. As much as that counts. It got 5 out of 5 from Eurogamer. And then it's got some not recommends.
Evening. A pint for me and have one for yourself. I'm looking for a journalist, a good client of yours. Goes by the name of Bulling. Ring any bells?
Haven't seen him for a day or two. He must be sleeping it off somewhere. Where to hide from the landlord when you owe some serious bread?
What paper does he work for?
I don't know, but I can't believe that he works at his rag, because he's always round the pub scribbling his useless papers. The last time I seen him, he spent a whole day at that table drinking and scratching away from morning till night. He finished by celebrating, and without the help of a rich chap, he would have fleeced me of a guinea.
Thank you, my friend.
That's nothing.
Why can't we read it? What did she say again? I can't even remember. He put it in the stove. Put a book in the stove. Okay. The boy's standard. Okay. Is that what he works for?
Spring-heeled Jack, a fantastical character that terrorizes the population of London. This journalist has some far from cheerful reading.
Yes, sir.
Give me more information. I'm not afraid to use a guide. Okay, apparently that's it.
Up at last, Holmes. Were you able to get anything from that crook at the Wasp's Nest yesterday?
Not yet, but I am working on it. And yourself, Watson, what were you able to find out from your colleague about the sale of second-hand female parts?
Holmes? Well, actually...
Let it be, Watson. It was tiring, no doubt.
Well, as soon as I mentioned the possible existence of a black market dealing in human parts, everyone in the hospital became very tense. This silence, therefore, tells us more than anything else at this point.
However, I have trouble believing that such a peculiar dealing as that involving Annie Chapman's uterus could have gone unnoticed in the medical community, if that is indeed what happened.
That's my opinion, as well as that of my old university colleague. He maintains that any form of organ trafficking would be impossible, not to mention unnecessary. However, he did tell me something rather troubling. The unexplained disappearance of several corpses from the hospital morgue. He has allowed me to investigate, provided I do so discreetly, and here is what I found, concealed in what appeared to be a secret letterbox.
Interesting, an encoded message.
Indeed, and look, the symbol of a certain well-known Spartaca encyclopedia is printed on it. Perhaps it will help in deciphering the letter.
Thank you, Watson. Are you going out again?
I promised a new patient, Captain Stenick, I'd go round to examine him. He lives nearby. I may be back before you've had a chance to decipher this mysterious message.
No way, I'm deciphering right now.
Good. Let's decipher the encoded words in the message that Watson found at the London hospital.
Oh dear.
The index of the Spartaca encyclopedias seems to have a connection with this letter.
Okay. I don't know if this is right. I have literally no idea where to start, so... Um... I don't know. Okay, I'm using the guide literally to give me the first word because I don't know what to do. And maybe then I'll be able to work it out. It's not helped. I feel like they've purposely used uncommon words so that you can't work it out. Unlike the Nancy Drew ones, where similar puzzles I would just... New command. What the hell could this word be? Wait, it's just the letter they are in the alphabet. What's the... Wait, is 8? That's not the 8th. Maybe it's not then. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just a coincidence. It's just a coinky ding. Delivered, I'm guessing this might be. Just because they're talking about corpse smuggling. Delivers or I don't know. I could be completely wrong. Yeah, I think I might be. I mean, that sounds fine. Because Dale, this could be a place. Wait, I think I got that one wrong. How do I erase? I've looked it up another word because I don't really understand how I'm supposed to get decode from this. And it's very annoying that you can't have them side by side. Kind of get this one. There's clearly like a V and an I going on. But I don't know. It's not for me.
Elementary.
Yeah, in the spirit of getting things quicker, anyway.
My dear Watson, I congratulate you on your investigation.
I want to know who
This
they
letter
pin it
seems
on.
to well and truly confirm the organised trafficking of bodies in London.
My God, how dreadful.
Watson,
Basically
in the
everything
skillfully
about
dressed
Jack
as
the Ripper
appears in
has an
this message,
unsatisfactory
I'd
ending,
suggest you
so...
take your weapon.
It hasn't left my side since the beginning of this whole affair, Holmes.
I'll also be putting on my workman's disguise again. One never knows.
But what about me, Holmes?
Stay as you are, Watson. At worst, you can pass as my employer. Find Wharfdale Road on the map of London, Watson.
Understood, Holmes. Yes, I have, Holmes.
Here we are, Watson. 17 Wharfdale Road. Let's be careful.
You think so, Holmes?
Looks terrible.
This house seems to be abandoned.
Oh, I need to be a phone girl. Phone girl. Fart Bubbler, I actually did ask, and she said, I'm gonna try and get the right voice for it. She said, no. No. Get out of the way, Watson.
Given the layer of dust accumulated in the square, this door must rarely open.
In that exact voice, no. She's not happy with you. You're in trouble. You're in trouble.
Closed. This lock is solid, but very old. I should be able to force it.
I'm guessing we're gonna have to get something to force it with, though. Uh-oh.
Numerous footsteps. Apparently this passage is used
This is
frequently.
so unreasonably dark.
This door was recently reinforced. Impossible to open it.
Oh my Christ. Charm with the good looks. Yeah, I'll let her know. We demand snackies. She said no. No, no snackies for us.
This trolley seems to be in good condition, apart from the broken wheel, of course. No, I can't do that.
Oh, why is it an option then? I guess we're going to have to replace a wheel for some elaborate thing. For some elaborate reason.
A tarred cover.
Can I have
No,
it?
I can't take it like that.
You know what? You're doing my head in, you are. Sherlock Holmes.
There, this piece of
Okay.
tarpaulin is very thin, but solid enough for our purposes.
But what the devil are you doing, Holmes?
I don't know. I don't know, Watson. I just don't know.
This trolley seems to be in good condition. No, I can't do that.
I don't know. I've just got a bit of tarpaulin for my purposes, of which I have no idea.
There, by sliding this piece of tarred tarpaulin, I was able to quite simply force the lock. Let's go in.
Incredible.
I was guessing.
These jars contain chemical products. I have no idea what they are for.
Tarpaulin.
Some makeup applicators. These little metal instruments are rather curious. I'll take one.
Will you now? Tarpaulin, like he'd cut off. Honestly, they should have made him
There's something here.
re-record with a different microphone.
A trapdoor. We must find a way to get down through it, Watson.
Incredible.
I need something.
We all need something. Tell me what it is.
This door was recently reinforced. Impossible to open it.
I say we just jump down, to be honest.
Closed.
Hi, Charlie. Welcome to the nonsense. We set a bunch of cats on a woman. Can I have these? Oh,
This rope seems strong. It is sure to come in handy.
Kona!
I
Two
need something.
cuties at once. Yeah, just drop their laundry on the floor when there's a perfectly good table right there. Sure. Sure, Sherlock. Kona. Welcome to the madness.
This trolley seems to be in good condition, apart from the broken wheel, of course.
I'm guessing it's something to do with this trolley?
This stone was blocking the wheel.
Oh, yeah.
This trolley seems to be in good condition, apart from the broken wheel, of course. This trolley seems to be in good condition.
Yeah, Fart Bubbler made me ask my mom to bring snackies when I was being a phone girl, and she said no. In that exact voice, no. She said we aren't allowed them. She said we're banned for being naughty. No, she just said no. Like moms do.
Look, if we lift a board from this window, we should be able to pass through. But first we have to get ourselves up there.
You are joking, Holmes?
I guess we're gonna push this there. Okay, we did that. I have nothing because I'm a no snack house. Why is this covered again? I'm so confused. This looks like an error.
Excellent. Now, on to the next step. I will go down alone, Watson. Try to cover for me if someone should happen along.
Okay, at least we
Understood,
can
Holmes.
still go, I guess. Whatever. At least it still worked. I was about to cry.
This old box must have held nails a long time ago. Nothing of interest. Rings, wedding rings, gold teeth. I don't imagine where they came from. Pincers. A hammer. I'll take it.
I'm guessing I'm using something on this clamp at some point, but I don't have it.
A coffin, recently made and already broken. It is a stretcher that can be dismantled into 2 pieces. I have to find a way to take it upstairs, I think. I'll be needing it.
The good news.
Numerous footsteps. Apparently this passage is used frequently. Closed.
Closed, darn it. Gosh darn it, it's closed.
Clothing that appears to be destined to be incinerated. A pointed poker. This is sure to come in handy.
We've just robbed
No,
the place.
I can't do that. No, I can't do that.
What? We can't go back up? Do I have to search everything? Every single thing? Let's look at our inventory. Well, I guess the poker, maybe? Yeah, I think this is because this platform is not supposed to be on top of these stretches right here. I am struggling. Yeah, no, I did watch. I did one by myself, but I did a decoding one.
Here's an electrical mechanism. Turning the handle should supply it with energy. Ah, it would seem that there is a broken connection.
So
Excellent. Now,
there
on
we
to the
go.
next step.
Okay, doing that fixed the game.
This
So that's
box
nice.
is broken. The wires must be reconnected. Pray, think.
What? I don't understand. They aren't very good at explaining things, I must say. Like, there's literally no instructions for this puzzle. Like, nothing tells you what you can and can't click on. Like, there's no indication that there's something to click. It just happens. Okay, I got the red one. Okay, now we do the red one. It is Kona. You know what? You're right. 10 points for Kona. Or maybe...
Elementary.
Okay, oh look, they're under the thing again. There we go.
That's good, Holmes. I don't know why you brought this thing back up, but I can take it.
Perfect, Watson.
Yeah, I want this bent
This
key.
bent key just needs a little repair job to make it usable.
Trade them for goods and or services. I guess we're gonna put the key in this.
This may come in handy.
Yeah, for the key.
This may come in handy.
For the key. So we're gonna unbend the key, surely.
This may come in handy.
Couple of finny picks, you wish. Those are worth at least 20 points. Right, a nice new key. What's the key for? This door? Maybe?
Let's hope that it really is the key to this door.
And so, Holmes?
Thank God, I thought it had crashed. I'm gonna save because that bug kind of scared me where the floor was closed. No snacks, no finny picks. It's life, isn't it? That's life. Oh, the door's broken. Has he at least taken them around here where I need them? Where are the things I asked for? Oh no, they're meant to be on the platform. those parts. They're supposed to be here. Okay, the door's opening now. That's a good sign. Okay, he's picked them up anyway. I was able to pick them up even though they're not there. Oh. I guess it's got to have something to do with this.
This trolley seems to be in good condition,
Oh, the
apart from the
window.
broken wheel, of course. This wheel is in good shape, but it is impossible to remove it. The pin holding it is stuck.
Okay.
This wheel is in good shape.
Now how do I get these things off then? I've got my stretcher.
This wheel is in good shape, but it... This wheel is in good shape. This little instrument will serve perfectly as a pin punch.
But what the devil are you doing, Holmes?
I know, it looks very strange. We need to put this wheel on.
Elementary.
But what the devil are you doing, Holmes?
I'm being sick.
No, I can't do that.
Being sick AF.
This stone was blocking the wheel. Excellent. Now, on to the next step.
What's the next step? What the devil are you doing, Kona? Okay.
I need something.
Eating. Good. I'm happy. I'm happy for you.
I need something.
Why would you put it up there first?
Look, if we lift a ball...
You are joking, Holmes.
I hope this ladder will support my weight. I need something.
I guess.
Let's go.
My God, Holmes. Where are we?
For us to find out, my friend. This woman is dead, Watson.
Yes, several days ago, Holmes, but the body is perfectly preserved. No odour, no visible decomposition.
It's a puzzle box. Let's see if I can open it.
Sorry, I'm just laughing at the fact that we found a dead body and then we've just gone, a puzzle box, let's see if I can open it. Like, with such joy. Has it got to add up to 6? I don't know. We'll find out. Oh, nice. I like this. Instantly distracted. I mean, there's a limit. Ooh, I like the idea of this a lot. Where's the next 7? Anyone spot it? So I can't go any higher than that. Hmm. I can't see this one at all, so if you can, anyone, help. Please help, send help. Kona, this is right up your alley. Wait, the guide says... Oh, so on the previous ones, the numbers inside the box had to add up to 7. But I think there's a difference between the number being red now. I'm pointing, but you can't see. So the number before I think was blue. Wait, no, it wasn't. It was red. So it's got to be. Oh, and this is a randomized. So the guide that I have didn't get it. Okay, you can't exceed 10. So you've got to have like even more numbers, I think. So it'll actually be... It should would be able to go there, it just was. There we go. But it says, when adding, remember that you can never add more than 9 in this puzzle. In this puzzle, 9 plus 1 equals 0. This means that also 8 plus 4 plus 4 is not 16, but 8, because you can never exceed 10. I don't get why it's 8. Can't even use a guide because there's no, it's random. So we try that. Okay, 8 plus 1 makes 1, so it's just 8. So we just want 7, but I can't even see just a 7. Hi, Justice End. What, you watch the struggling. Nine plus 8 is 17, so 7. It just took the last number. So okay, so when 9 plus 1 equals 10, that's a 0 because it's the last number. Okay, okay, we can do this now. We can do this. We want to make 10. No, yeah, but even maths puzzles where they don't even tell you the rules. So even better. Even better than that.
There we are. Magnificent. This square object is very unusual.
So I'll take it. Okay, hearing the information that the boss was able to find about the client, Ethel loved pink and spoke in a composed and soft voice. At the end, she couldn't do more than whisper, but she was still able to sing some of the Schubert tunes that she loved. She would undoubtedly have been a virtuoso on the violin if her husband hadn't impeded her. Instructions: pink robe, assorted jewellery, seance planned for 1 week hence, but the body will be taken today or tomorrow by 2 chaps that the boss recruited. Their sign of recognition will be a triangle and a square attached with a red ribbon. No worries, they seem to be professionals, won't be a problem. Important, mind the quality of your lime for affixing the full size. During Seance 4, the boss has asked me to close the eyelids of the ghost so that the clients don't notice anything, because an eye started to fall out. He was furious and wasn't able to proceed to the symbiotic culmination, which alone permits us to get the client's full cooperation and make off with the maximum. Transfiguration is the key, as he always says. The boss asked me to make known that if in the future such negligence was repeated, some of us may well be part of the next spectacle in the starring role. Thanks, Kona. So are they stealing the bodies to make them ghosts? Because that's hilarious, if that's true.
This letter speaks of a sign of recognition. Interesting. Glass eyes in all shapes and all colours. This cheap jewel must be an accessory of some sort. Someone made up this corpse. The lips have been coloured and the rings around the eyes carefully camouflaged. Yes, somebody wanted to give the impression of life.
To what end?
To false ghost,
Look,
I guess.
Holmes, a label from the London hospital. It must be a corpse stolen from the London hospital.
That voice actor tried real hard with having to repeat that awkward sentence.
Strange smell. What do you think, Watson?
A zinc chloride solution without a doubt. A product generally injected into cadavers to help preserve them.
some makeup applicators.
Souvenir of Liverpool, autumn 1883. I give you my love, my Alexis, Mum.
This old photo shows a young man dressed after the fashion of an employee in front of a shop.
Oh, he'd have had to stand there for like 3 hours too. Yeah, spiritualism. Prince Alexander. Oh, after becoming a celebrity at the court of the Tsar of all of Russia for having invoked the greatest figures of the past, such as Napoleon, Ivan the Terrible, Alexander the Great, and Robin Hood, Prince Alexander Raskolnikov is now in the service of the humble. His exceptional gifts of divination allow him to invoke your dearly departed to make them come back to life under your very eyes. They're using the corpses.
The man in the photo taken in 1883 and the one on Prince Raskolnikov's leaflet are one and the same, and no more a prince or a Russian than you or I, Watson.
That's hilarious.
Look at this photo. It is inscribed Ethel Broome Street, 1851 to 1878. This young woman who died 10 years ago looks like the one stretched out on this table.
At least it ended up being like one of the... Actually, yeah, even though it's creepy, it's like the least insidious thing they could have been doing with stolen corpses. So, I'm happy. It could have been worse.
This door was recently reinforced. Impossible to open it.
Just checking around. Did I miss anything? Puzzle box. We did. Okay, well, oh, yeah, I'll do that, I'll have that. I've made myself a new necklace.
I'm missing some information.
What? If you know what it is, you better tell me.
These clothes are new, just like the deceased's dress. I imagine her clothes were changed. Watson, this corpse was embalmed and made up and dressed to look like a woman who had died 10 years earlier. All is clear, Watson. A charlatan passing himself.
Surely
as a
this
prince,
is very
making the dead
expensive.
come back by using corpses as puppets.
Which explains the disappearance of corpses at the London hospital. It was to fuel this sordid entertainment.
But it's the least sordid thing they could have possibly done with corpses. I think this is a win. This is a win for corpses everywhere.
Holmes, I hear a cab stopping in the courtyard. Someone's coming.
It is probably the dealers, Watson, but instead of running, what if we were to meet them, if we managed to win their trust?
You are joking, Holmes?
Am I wrong or am I right, Coda? Am I right or am I right? Not too shabby. The thing keeps disappearing.
Oi, what you doing there, you? It's private in here.
Calm
I'm
down.
looking
We
at
aren't here as
corpses,
tourists.
Governor.
We have come to collect our packets.
Oh, well then, you just had to say. I was told that you weren't no tramps, but I weren't expecting that you was... Given your get-up, I guess your boss.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, the subject ain't ready yet. I ain't done with it yet. You'll have to come back.
Well, that's, a real problem.
I love organs.
Say, we have personal orders too for some organs. You wouldn't know where we can find them.
What type then?
Kidney, uterus.
Oi, I don't hack up my dollies. That's the work of an artist.
But you wouldn't happen to have a colleague who might furnish this type of item.
No, you can't make a copper doing that nowadays. Since the bigwigs made it easy to get stiffs, the medical schools are bursting with bodies to carve up. Docs and students have got all they need. Business is dead. For a few coppers, hospital bloke might help you out, but I don't know for sure. They'd be right in for it if they got caught. It probably just ain't worth it.
I understand. And what do you do with the corpses once you're finished with them?
I don't bother myself with that. For one thing's for sure, after the seance they're good for nothing but chucking out. I ain't Napoleon's embalmer.
They must be charging a fortune.
Well, if you'll excuse.
You've got a funny way of talking, you.
Oi, it's normal. He's a brain, you see. A thinker at that. Seize you round, old man.
So, Holmes, the corpses that have disappeared from the London hospital are used during seances. Nothing to do with organ trafficking.
Yes, it all suggests nothing of the
Yeah, I
kind
feel
is
like
on
this
the
is
way in London.
completely
In the medical
unrelated
world,
to
all
Jack the
dealings
Ripper.
would be visible, not to mention unnecessary. The crook we met confirmed this viewpoint. It's hard to imagine, therefore, that our Whitechapel killer perpetrated these massacres with the goal of selling the organs.
What lead should we follow now, Holmes?
Try to learn more about Tumblety. This squibby should give us some information, but first I must stop the journalist Tom Bulling from harming him. I hope my secret police will soon have some information on him. While we wait, Watson, I would ask you to inform your colleagues of your recent discoveries. It would be good if these morbid, ghostly spectacles stopped, and this will need to be done at the London hospital.
You are right, Holmes.
Yeah, obviously they should be stopped, but I'm relieved, frankly.
Another false lead followed by the police, Holmes? Yesterday's Times says that a John Fitzgerald, who had claimed responsibility for the murder of Annie Chapman, has finally been released. He was, it says, lying.
That's of little importance, Watson.
It's incredible. It's been more than 3 weeks since the murderer struck, and the tension is as strong as ever. The press won't stop talking about him, and people are still full of fear. Perhaps the killer got what he wanted, people talking about him, and has chosen to stop committing crimes. What do you think, Holmes?
I doubt it, Watson. Everything leads me to believe that he is in hiding and waiting for the right moment. The area is packed with police, and that would obviously hamper his work.
You think he will start again, Holmes?
I have every reason to believe nothing will stop him short of his arrest or his death. Sadly, our investigation has reached a dead end, and I fear that we'll need another victim to get back on track.
Yes, how awful. And what of the case of the burnt mat? Have you resolved that?
How long is
Oh,
this
that's a
game? I'm
matter
going to
of
look it
little
up.
interest, and resolving will be of no benefit, above all to Miss Fleming. Ha! I hear the footsteps of my faithful Wiggins on the stairs. The game is afoot again, Watson.
What night are we on? We're on
Mr.
September
Holmes,
29th.
the scribbler resurfaced. At last word, Pounce saw him racing to Central News Agency where he was.
This child's
Excellent, Wiggins.
accent.
And still nothing on the doctor?
Sorry, Mr. Holmes. He's one sleek yank, but we'll find him.
Good work. Here's something for you.
Oh Christ, we're only like halfway
I
through the
must leave you,
game.
Watson. If I can get my hands on this bullying, I will have much more interesting news on the bothersome
The
Tumblety.
the anticipated
change.
place like
If
times
you can,
it
Watson,
takes to
I
play
entreat
this
you to
game
stay here
is
and await
8
my
hours.
word. We may not
I've been
be
playing
more than
it for
two
like 8
when the
hours.
time to act comes.
You can count on me, Holmes.
And I'm halfway through. Oh my Christ. I don't think we're finishing this in time for Dragon Age. And I am not delaying Dragon Age for this game.
I must go to the Central News Agency. I'm at the press agency where Bulling works.
This is a disaster. Because I guess I'll play it tomorrow.
The fire has almost gone out, but the stove is still burning
I think
hot.
I have a meeting really late tomorrow though. I do. I have a meeting at the time I usually am streaming. I'm all oh yeah, I'm all clear on Thursday, which is the day I'm going to be downloading the game. Because there's not going to be a stream Thursday because the Dragon Age goes live at 4 PM my time, and then I'm going to spend the whole night downloading it. So we'll stream it starting Friday. Boo hiss, not this treasure of a game getting not finished. I'm kind of curious what they do though. I'm so glad we just spent 2 hours searching for somebody who uses corpses for seances.
Incoming dispatches.
Friday.
A mirror.
Yeah, and then we've got to just really play Dragon Age. It was so many hours. I'm gonna have to stream to finish it before my birthday. Yeah. And yeah, more meetings are getting in the way of me streaming. How dare they? Okay.
What do you want?
It would be very informative to search Bulling's desk before meeting him, but first I must get rid of this bothersome person, perhaps by offering him a scoop.
What do I have? This guy? Shall we offer him this scoop?
Good evening, I'm looking for...
He isn't here. He must be sleeping.
Alright, we're skipping dialogue. Here we go.
Listen, Scoop, I'm bringing it over.
Wait, what's this?
Bulling promised me a reward for info. There's a charlatan who does spiritualist seances that are a little bit special. He steals corpses from...
I'll give you your dues. We'll pay you if...
I'll write down the address of the hideout on the crook's leaflet, but the police will be in on this one, so you'd better get there in time.
Understood. I'll go alone. Too bad for Bulling.
Hey, you wouldn't have a little something in advance?
Look on Bulling's desk. I know that he always leaves a few coins around for his snitches. Cheers.
Watson won't be pleased that I'm divulging the case, but I don't see any other way.
How dare people make me work? I'm gonna take the money.
This is Bulling's desk, the one closest to the stove. Some coins. I will take them. That will avoid suspicion if the journalist returns.
Yeah, I'm taking this money, but only to avoid suspicion, okay?
This may come in handy. These are Bulling's notes. They are of little interest at the moment, but one never knows. A charred match.
He is a klepto. Hi, Lexi. But he's a klepto in a way where he tries to deny it. He's like, this is for the investigation, okay? I owe you Bulling's notes. We can't even read them.
The fire has almost gone out, but the stove is still burning hot. Bulling recently used the stove.
Yeah,
the
let's
fire
look
has
in.
almost gone out. Bulling recently used the stove.
Yeah, maybe he burnt some papers. You never know.
I need more information.
Andrews, comma,
A telephone,
Charlie.
a device that enables you to talk with anyone in London, provided the receiver has a telephone too.
Thanks, Sherlock. I'm so glad you told me that. Letter to Mr. Moore. Mr. Moore, I have noticed that one of your employees, Thomas Bulling, arrived at the meeting in a state of inebriation. I must ask you to take care of your team's discipline. I know that you indulge this journalist, given the explosive information that he manages to flush out, but this behaviour is unacceptable. This should not repeat itself, or I will hold you personally responsible. The Assistant Director.
Bulling's boss, Mr. Moore, seems to be protecting
Stalker
the journalist.
Lexi again. Stalker, Lexi. Permit me to defend myself against the slanderous accusations brought against me. You were not lied to regarding the facts. Mr. Bulling spends all of his time in the most odious of pubs, but I am only doing my work as a journalist. It is during these outings that I can find the best information because I am thus in contact with the common man. Let me prove to you, dear boss, that I can bring to this agency what it deserves. The most extraordinary and the most stimulating information for... Okay.
Even handwriting, yet fairly recognizable.
Look, just because he survived one jousting incident doesn't mean we trust you. One joust means nothing. What am I missing?
A telephone, a device that enables...
Oh no. Not
I
again.
need more information.
I've searched everything. I even read it in an accent. Does this count for nothing? Okay, we're looking out. We're gonna open that fire using this old rag.
A torn piece of blotting paper. Curious, curious. It looks like someone wanted to destroy this piece of blotting paper that had red ink on it. I can make out a few more letters, but backwards. I need something to help me.
I'm guessing it's his letter and his notes, but
A mirror. By putting this piece of blotting paper in front of the mirror, I can read what is written.
information on the Whitechapel killer, call by telephone WA.
Apparently, our journalist gets his information by telephone too. Sadly, the name's almost erased.
Am I gonna... If I click on this again, are you gonna tell me about...
If I telephone one of Bulling's
Okay,
contacts
good.
pretending to be his assistant, I might learn something of interest.
It's gotta be this guy.
This page has some light ink stains. It contains a list of telephone numbers. This page has some light ink...
Well... Oh, Wolsby's this one. 1875. Dial, I say.
Walesby 1875, an ingenious way to save his contact. Central, Walesby 1875, if you will. Thank you, I will wait.
Walesby, I am listening.
Hello, my dear man. I'm calling on behalf of Tom Bulling.
Bulling? So you know where this hypocrite, this liar, this...
Not at all. He is currently unobtainable. In the meantime, he has left me with a note asking me to pursue his work, and he told me that you were aware...
That's just great. I dropped everything off at his agency, but he didn't even bother to do the same for me. Tell me he at least gave you the information that I was asking in return.
I am ready, sir. I'm listening.
Do the police have a suspect for the bizarre theft of cigarettes and carrots that took place at the commercial street market?
Oh God. Did the police what? Can I blame it on the head of the Tories? Please let me blame it on the head of the Tories. The head of the Tories. He's searching for a rabbit. That. He's searching for a rabbit. In secrecy. How about that? How do I submit? Oh, maybe it's a civil servant. How do I...
I think according to Bulling that Inspector Lestrade's team is looking for a rabbit with a bad cough.
Ah, damned Bulling. One day he'll be in some serious trouble for mocking the police. And now, can you tell me, with regards to the parliamentary scandal, what did the head of the Whig Party respond to the Tories who were treating him as a great incompetent?
The head of the Tories... I don't want to say he's going to be the best representative. That's going to be, isn't it? I feel like scum. Yeah, this is disgusting. I hope they don't make me do this. I hope this isn't the right answer. Okay, good, it doesn't. It isn't. Whew. I know, can never escape. Honestly, these are very unpredictable though. Like, there's so many options. When he comes home from work, or I can say vote for me. Vote for me, Sherlock Holmes. What moomin?
According to Bulling, the head of the Whigs said, "Vote for me, I will be your best representative."
Good. That'll make for a good paper. There is one last question. According to a government social study, civil servants make the best husbands. Why?
When he comes home from work, he's never tired and has already read the paper.
I believe I can confirm that it is because civil servants aren't tired and have already read the paper when they come home from work.
Very true. Good. It seems like Bulling has finally done his work.
As everything is all in order, can you now tell me where the information is that you sent to the agency?
Yes. There is a large brown envelope near the dispatch cabinet. It's in there to exchange our tips with Bulling.
1,000 thanks.
This
Goodbye,
is some
sir.
sort of sick
My
quiz show from
salutations
Victorian
to
time.
Bulling.
I've got you, you little devil. Moomin, I'm playing a game.
There are several documents in this file. Let's see.
There's no way she's starved. Spring-Heeled Jack, the Terror of London. Fantastical character. First appearance 1837. Associated with several suspicious muggings and robberies taking place in London and other parts of England. Description: a diabolical appearance. Bat's wings, horns, blue flames coming out of the mouth and or eyes. Identifying marks. All of the eyewitnesses speak of his capacity to make leaps of superhuman distance, where his nickname... Conclusion: having become the very example of the urban legends of our century, this character fascinates as much as his demonic and fantastical aura as by the fact that he has never been caught by the police. Important: at the time of the attacks against the young women Lucy Scales and Jane Aslop, the papers covering the events have record sales for weeks. That's why Spring-Heeled Jack is the recurring hero of cheap fantasy publications and theatre pieces. Popular and financial success guaranteed. What do you think, Moomin? Who did
I
it?
wonder why Bulling is studying this tale about Spring-Heeled Jack so meticulously.
You're so cute. You're so cute. Oh. You're my baby. You're my baby girl. She's such a baby. She's purring so loud. I don't know if the mic's picking it up. You're such a sweet girl. She's using my neck as a headrest. I can't move. Are those the workshop's names? Mwah.
What does that mean?
Mr. Charles Moore, I thank you for this testimony of the Whitechapel killer that you followed. Not easy authentication. Do not hand over to the press without my invitation. Thank you for your collaboration and your discretion. We won't forget this. Inspector Aberline.
Well, well, a piece of information about the murders transmitted exclusively to the police without informing the press. That has piqued my curiosity. Perhaps I should go to the police station to get more information.
I think so. Tom, about the letter, given the thanks from Inspector Aberline, I think that they took the bait, even if they were defending themselves. Think of the second, we must be ready if he kills again. Either way, we must keep up the correspondence, be responsive. This idea will save us, we will get the information firsthand and we will make history. But stay quiet and keep a low profile. I am not really in the know, and you will be the first one who gets it if there's trouble.
What does that mean? I've inspected everything, but there's no sign of Bulling. He must have dashed off to his HQ, the Wasp's Nest. However, before I go to see him, I should find out about this mysterious information. It could help me get something out of the journalist. To the police station, then.
Do you want to go down yet, Moomin? Or are you happy?
Let's go to the police station.
No, she's gone back to resting. This is hard one-handed. Luckily there's no combat.
Come, come. Back again, are we? Come this way, good man. The inspector has a few questions to ask you. Here is the man, Inspector.
Congratulations, Humphreys.
She's such a
So,
snuggler.
my lad, one would say that you owe us a bit of an explanation for having left something with us. What is your full name and profession?
Sherlock Holmes, consulting detective.
Well, how about that?
Mr. Holmes, can you explain this get-up, your presence in the neighbourhood despite my instructions, as well as this most opportune restitution of jewels?
Firstly, I should tell you that not being under your command, I never understood what you said as an order, but rather as advice. I thought I would be wise to follow them to a certain extent. I intended to explain the stolen goods sooner or later. My presence here will allow me to fill you in on a few conclusions that...
If it is in regard to the Whitechapel murders, it won't help us much. We have no doubt that we will be revealing the identity of the murderer to the people in the area in a day or two.
I'm impressed, Inspector, and I offer you my sincerest congratulations. Nonetheless, you should investigate a certain doctor.
Dr.
Listen,
Watson,
Holmes, let us
get
do
him.
our work. You've rid us of a great pain in the rear end by finding those jewels for us. It's weeks of work that you've saved us. But I think you're a little underqualified for a case like that of Jack the Ripper. Until it's over, I demand that you do not set foot in the area. Is that clear?
I take note of your advice, Inspector. You mentioned Jack the Ripper. Pardon me, but you know the name of the murderer?
Oh, it's from a letter that the Central News Agency sent our way. It was written by the killer. And even if it can't be proven, it must be recognised that the signature is striking. This information is confidential, and I would ask you to keep it to yourself, Holmes.
Can I have a little look? Out of mere curiosity, Inspector. Then I shall disappear.
In that case, I don't see any objection.
Thank you so much.
Share Patreon. Keep on hearing the police have caught me, but they won't fix me just yet. I have laughed when they look so clever and talk about being on the right track. That joke about Leather Apron gave me real fits. I am down on whores and I shan't quit nipping them till I do set buckled. Grand work the last job was. I gave the lady no time to squeal. How can they catch me now? I love my work and want to start again. You will soon hear of me with my funny little something games. I saved some of the proper red stuff in a ginseng beer bottle over the last job to write with, but it went thick like glue and I can't use it. Red ink is fit enough, I hope. Haha. The next job I do shall clip the ladies' ears off and send them to the police officers just for jolly, wouldn't you? Keep this letter back till I do a bit more work, then give it out straight. My knife's so nice and sharp I want to get to work right away if I get a chance. Good luck. Yours truly, Jack the River. Don't mind me giving the trade name. P.S. Wasn't good enough to post this before I got all the red ink off my hands. Curse it, no luck yet. They say I'm a doctor now, haha. That's a real letter, I think. I recognise some of the sayings.
Me? Not up to discovering who Jack the Ripper is? Well, we'll soon find out, won't we, Inspector Aberline? I know who wrote the Dear Boss letter signed Jack the Ripper that Inspector Aberline gave me, and above all, I now know why. This Tom Bulling was inspired by this fantastical character to build a myth out of the Whitechapel Killer. Perhaps he would be receptive if I shared my discovery about
Thanks,
him
Justism.
and prevent him from accusing
I recognised some
I
of
must
the
find him at once. My best bet will be to try
some
my
of the
luck at the
things
pub.
in it. Yeah. I remember when it was saying, they think I'm a doctor now, haha. Haha. We going to the pub now?
Ah, Holmes, I got your message, and here I am.
Finny, you're in here now, are you?
Pluto is looking for us with evil intentions, and he may be hiding here. I will try to get more
A
information.
visit from Moomin and then a visit
you,
from
Watson,
Finny.
will be our lookout, and at the slightest suspicious sound, do not hesitate to call the constable on his rounds.
Or you.
Good evening, Mr. Bullock.
We know each other?
No, however, I have some information that may be of interest to you.
So this guy is
Talk, my
faking
friend.
it.
A pint
Some of
for
the
you if what you
letters.
say is worth something. Does it have to do with the Whitechapel murders?
Indeed, I know the identity of the man who wrote a letter to the police, a letter entitled Dear Boss, in which the author claims to be the Whitechapel murderer and is signed Jack the Ripper.
What?
It's a journalist who is inspired by Spring Heel Jack in order to strengthen the credibility and the seriousness of his agency. This new Jack will give him some first-hand information that he, in turn, will dole out sparingly to the authorities, as well as some carefully distilled indiscretions that the big papers will come to beg of him. He plays
Hello,
both sides off
baby.
against one another and becomes the chief orchestrator of the rumour.
Waggy tail.
He wrote this letter in this very spot, and he has red ink on his fingers, like you.
What exactly are you after, my friend?
Finney runs in and out of the room. Moomin comes to be picked up. Finney runs in and out. He's in and now he's out again.
Murders in revenge for an old feud. I would suggest you don't write this note and that you leave Squippy alone.
I'd forgotten about the existence of that rapscallion. I threw that at him when I was visiting the station to get the dope. You should have seen his face.
You must also stop sending these letters that waste the authorities' precious time.
Right, well, I don't even know what you're talking about. I have a great relationship with the Bobbies. Just ask around. I don't have to answer to nobody. Now leave me alone.
Alright, goodbye.
Farewell, sir.
Good riddance.
Okay, let's save the game. I'm kind of tired of this game for today. It takes a lot to think and to puzzle. Especially after 8 hours at work. 8 hours sat in this exact same chair. So we're going to end the stream. Big brain requires big energy. I wish. I'm only halfway there. I'm not going to be able to stream tomorrow. Honestly, who knows if we'll finish it. Who knows, but whatever. New games, more important. Good night. I'm going to go and have a chicken Caesar salad that I'm going to make myself. Because it's not hard. Pats on the head for Lexi. Lexi, you have to slowly make it even less intelligible. I want there to be no overlapping letters with thanks for stream and for us to know what you mean by the end. Thanks for watching. I always see it, don't you worry. I will see you when I see you, because I genuinely don't know when I'm going to have the time until at least Friday. Definitely Friday. See you then.